Bonjour, Monsieur le Premier Ministre.
Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup de prendre le temps. And for our English-speaking community, thank you so much for taking the time.
It's still a pleasure also in English.
Yes. En op Luxembourg, vielmals merci.
Maar ganz gern, shit.
And dankeschön.
Bitteschön.
That's all I know. So for the Women's Entrepreneurship Day celebrations, it is very gracious of you to take the time and answer a few questions. So let's just dive right in. Mr. Prime Minister, you spend a lot of time in environments with entrepreneurs, award winners, successful people. And if you were to take 3 personal character traits that you see of people in successful environments, what would you say they are?
Not to give up.
Yes.
To like what you do, and to be able to share. These are for me the 3 main important topics: to be able not to give up, to believe in what you do, to be happy about what you do, to be not to do it for yourself, but also because you think that you are able to change things, and to be able to share if there is success, if you are an entrepreneur, to be able to share the success, not only to take it personally. And
which is not always easy, because when you want to succeed, it's the competition. You're scared of competition. So sharing is not easy, but important.
To share success makes you stronger.
Yes, that's a good one. Okay, thank you. And if you take key factors, more strategic key factors to succeeding, whether it's in general or as an entrepreneur, what would you say? Like if you take planning, taking action, more strategic things, what do you think are 2 really important things?
The first thing is before you have 3 criteria, I think, which are very important. The first thing is to be able to listen. If you're not able to listen, you cannot know all the risks, all the different facts before taking a decision. Then to take a decision, because very often you have people who listen a lot, but they are not able to take decisions. And then at the end, when you took a decision, it's also being able to explain the decision. I think these are the 3 main factors you have to do if you want to be able to change things and to do things.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. So, and adding in this package of succeeding, if we take values, personal values, what do you think are values that should be high up? I mean, we all have different ones, but what are 2 or 3 values that you think are really important?
You said, I think you said it in your question. You gave the answer. You said difference in values. I think we all have differences, and I think the strongest value is to accept differences.
Yeah.
If it's we were born like we are, and so to be different and to accept the differences and to know that being different is a strength of our society. That's the strongest value for me, because if imagine we would all be the same, believe all the same thing, having all the same ideas. So to support each other, and to not to be proud about yourself, but also being proud about what others achieve. I think this is good.
When you feel now or felt in the past that I can't do this anymore, I kan it me, when it's hard or a struggle, what do you do? What do you have, what's your inner drive that keeps you moving forward?
Not to give up. Not to give up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes longer. I'm a bit impatient sometimes, so sometimes it's a bit difficult. But not to give up is, I think, the key of the success. To believe, to be able to be convinced that you are wrong. But if you believe in something, to fight for something.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mr. Prime Minister, you're leading a country. You're at the top. What would you say what is the biggest sacrifice you've had to make to get to where you are today?
It's not a sacrifice, it's a choice, but I know it's time. The fact that I have no time to less time with the people I like, to be able to spend with people I like. But that's, I know it's not a job where you know that you start at 8 and you finish at 5. You know that you can start at 6 and you can finish at 3 o'clock in the morning. And even if I'm in Brussels, even have no break at all during some time. So, but it was my personal choice to do it, and I love what I'm doing. So,
yeah, I think
I won't complain. But time is the biggest challenge, and the fact that to know that you have the privacy, to give up the privacy too.
I agree with you. And for you, for me, it's not, you don't see the difference. We're all just humans, but the truth is that most people, many people in society, especially in the business world, still consider, especially a woman, less capable, less driven, less than a man. So what would be Mr. Prime Minister's advice to women who have to face judgmental opinions, disrespect?
It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable to have disrespect or to live in a society where we still think that woman has to be more efficient than a man to be successful. It's a shame for all of us. And we need, as I said, to take all the legal opportunities to have all the frame possible for being successful businesswoman. And then when you also to show, to be able to show, this is, we have also Ministry of Equality, to show all these role examples for others that a woman should never be scared or afraid of being a public person, or that if she's successful, that she should be more discreet than the successful man. So I have to admit, this sounds a bit strange, but I'm a big feminist, because I always thought that we should convince, but where we are not able to convince, we have to do.
Yeah. Yes. So if you were to wrap all that up in one important message to women entrepreneurs in Luxembourg and around the world, what would it be?
Speak.
Speak.
Raise. Speak.
Raise your voice. Say it. Yeah. Okay. I love that. What is a question you never got, but you wish that someone would ask you so you could answer?
Strange, good question. But the fact is, in fact, it's not a question I wish. Sometimes it's an answer. Because every day you ask, at least every one of us ask the others, how are you? Mm-hmm. Usually the answer we got is fine. Mm-hmm. But sometimes to have more empathy, to know that fine is not all. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I would prefer people to say, not good, and telling me why.
Oh my goodness, that you say this. I have a filter missing. So when people ask me, how are you? And I sometimes say, well, do you want me to say the truth?
Yes.
Do you really want to know? Because
yes. But this is in fact the answer I would prefer to hear sometimes than the question I would like to get.
Yeah, I always like when you're an American, they say, hey, how are you doing?
Oh, fine.
Fine.
Fine. Oh, okay.
Wait, do you want it? Yeah.
This is very often an automatic answer with an automatic question.
Yeah.
And more behind would be.
I love it. So I'm going to apply it, just so you know. How are you?
I'm fine for the moment. I'm a bit tired for the moment because I had a lot of work the last days, but everything is fine, and I have a strange point of view on that because my father died when he was 60. Yeah. He always told to my mom that he would do things with her when he will get retired, and he was retired a few weeks. So I think positive. That makes it also easier with my job.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to shoot you 10 questions. Yes. And just, this is not to go deep, or just go with, yeah? You ready?
I'm ready.
Right, okay. Horror movie or comedy movie?
The problem is I don't like horror movies because I can't sleep very good afterwards. But I remember when I was younger, The Scream, What You Did Last Summer, Freddy, and all these things. I watched them, but then afterwards I was not able to sleep. So I prefer a funny movie, and I love Louis de Funès. So the most films of Louis de Funès, I'm really.
Okay. All right. Milkshake or protein shake?
It depends. Summer and milkshake, and when I do gym, I had some protein shakes, but I should lose weight, so it's not how to gain that. It should be what I drink.
Okay. Do you prefer early morning or late night?
Depends with whom. When I'm with my husband, I prefer late night, and when I have to work, I prefer early morning.
Yeah. Okay.
It depends with whom.
Okay, luisteren or schwätzen?
Luisteren.
So listen, you said that's one key thing to succeed. Would you rather have vacances de ski or vacances de plage?
Plage.
Thank you. Skydiving or shark diving?
I would love to do shark diving, but I would have a heart attack, so skydiving.
Oh, no goodness. Okay, I'm trying to be funny here. Biceps flex or Netflix?
Netflix.
Yes? Okay. All right. Cook home or eat at a restaurant?
Cook home. But I'm not a very good cook. I cook every day. Gauthier is a very good cook, but he doesn't cook very often at home.
What's the best place he does?
Here we have now a brand new information. Gauthier told me yesterday now because he cooked 2 days ago at home, and he said, I really enjoyed to cook, and I'm so happy about that because he didn't cook the last 6 months. So maybe you will have the first statement of my private life that my husband is going to cook again in the next day. So I'm happy about that.
I'm happy for you.
I'm cooking usually every day.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny? If you had to choose.
Both.
No, you had to choose.
No. An intelligent person without fun or funny person without intelligence, I wouldn't be able. I don't care about beauty.
Yeah.
But the other criteria have to be both. I'm sorry.
I agree. That's what I put it. But I thought you would play along and have to choose. I couldn't choose.
No,
so,
I wouldn't.
Okay, last two. What makes you cry?
Of so many different things. I'm very sensitive, so it can be a sad story, a movie, an image, a reaction, and a story. Yeah. I have to say I'm very emotional. So I can't change things. I try sometimes. I feel. Last time I had emotions. I had a lot since then. But National Day, when I was in front of thousands of people on TV, and to speak about the family where I knew that their son died. All the emotions come up, and this is very often a problem for me that I have to
stay professional.
To stay professional, but I'm not able to hide my emotions. Sometimes they're stronger than myself.
I've seen them. I've been at moments and seen them, and I think that it is. Don't try. Just like you said to women, speak up. Just be true to who you are. It's what makes you.
They're stronger than me, so I can't fight.
Okay, last. What makes you laugh?
So many different things. So many different things.
When was the last time you laughed?
My husband this morning.
Yeah. Okay, is it something you can share?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, but thank you so much for taking the time and for supporting women entrepreneurs, and best of success.
Thank you. All the best.